So next up is, thank you, Ellie. So if you guys don't remember, last year Ellie performed. Year before, she was the one who decorated the whole gazebo, and she has been just going up and up and up. And I wish her the world. I'm pretty sure she's going to do great things next year. Thank you. Okay, so next up, this time actually the one thing quickly I want to mention, it's not just about Livingston, we have kids from Melbourne, and these are the kids who reached out to me saying we really want to get involved, and I was so moved about it. And Sarita being one of them, she's from Melbourne High School, she's going off to college, and before that I wanted her to speak. Thank you, Sarita. Sarita Popat.
Thank you so much. I'm literally gonna cry. That was such an amazing speech, Ellie, by the way. I love that. It's so great to see you guys here. As Shilpa said, my name is Sarita, and I'm a senior at Melbourne High School. And events like this mean so much to me because I couldn't imagine speaking in front of this many people even a year ago. I think I consider myself a good public speaker about anything, but once it comes to be talking about myself, get me in front of more than 5 people and it's a nightmare. So it's so crazy I'm here, which I'm very happy about. So I'm a senior, and the closer I get to graduation, I think for us it's 18 days only, I get more reflective about the past 4 years. And it's really easy for me to list things that have happened or list my experiences, but to truly understand them is something completely different. And I know I've changed as a person over the past 4 years, but recently I've really been thinking a lot about how I've changed. I know I'm not just things that I've done, and I'm not just things that have happened to me. Those are easy to find out, and I've recently been exploring my identity and what that really means. So I want to share with you all today my incomplete, ongoing, but I would say mildly successful journey with identity and self-perception. So a lot of people say that high school is when people start to figure them out, like high school, college, that's when you become your own person. I think of it in a little bit more of a blunt way. I would say freshman year was when I became a real person, and by real, I mean I truly developed my own interests. I started to think about what I actually liked, not ones I stole from my 2 older sisters, who I've taken most of my personality from. And I think through this journey, starting in freshman year, I found out what I truly value about myself and in others. So freshman year of high school, I spent a lot of time at home because of obvious reasons. My school was online. So because of this, I spent a lot of time on the internet. And this led to me stumbling across a Norwegian web series TV show that I illegally streamed through a variety of sketchy links. And I promise this is relevant. So this show that I can't really remember what the plot was about, but it spurred an interesting thought in my head. And it sparked an important moment that I documented in my notes app at the time, which I will read out to you. Okay, the note is titled Important Things. It is dated October 3rd, 2020, and it only has a few words of text. This is directly quoted. This is exactly what I wrote. Quote, might be gay, question mark, IDK. That's all it said. And to be honest, I don't think I could summarize my journey better than that, because I feel like I'm still at the phase where I'm like, there's something there, and I'll figure out what it is eventually, maybe. But that small moment spurred a long path of self-interrogation. And though I'm very happy with where I am now, I would say it hasn't always been easy. In my freshman year, a little bit after I had this realization, my father passed away in 2021. And I think during this time, I lost a lot of passion for literally everything, and that included myself. I didn't really care who I was because it didn't really matter. And because I didn't care, I didn't see a point knowing, I just stopped really trying with anything. And I think I'm so glad that I'm past that point. And though we all individuals have a small role in the grand scheme of things, though we are small, we are not inconsequential. And I'm so glad that I reaffirmed that thought to myself. And having a strong sense of self, I think, has made me a better friend, a better daughter, a better sister, just a better person. And though I may not have a label for my sexuality, as Aviva mentioned, labels are great. They help us define ourselves, but they also can be a form of constraint. And I think for me, not exactly knowing what I am, I'm comfortable in that. I'm comfortable not coming up on here and being like, oh, this is who I am, I'm gonna put a word to it. I like that it's kind of out in the air, and I feel like that's how I feel about myself. And I understand that I fall outside of heteronormative expectations, but I'm not exactly sure what that is. And as my understanding of myself improves my own life, I think it also improves how I interact with other people, and that in turn makes me feel better and them feel better. And I think that's what's most important to me, that I didn't come to any conclusion by myself. I like to say that I'm an independent person, and sometimes, as my friends over there can vouch, I talk like I know everything, but that is not true, no matter how much I want to think it is. And all of these conclusions came from the amazing people around me and the amazing people who are like the people who are here today. And I think it's kind of reaffirmed for me the importance of reaching out and the importance of community. So when I struggled with my mental health alone, I not only made life worse for myself by internalizing everything, I made life worse for the other people around me. I took out my anger on other people. I was just nasty, and I genuinely don't know what I would have done without my sisters or my best friends who are right there. And I was and still am able to reveal new parts of myself to them that I'm not ready to show other people, and that I'm not even sure about myself. And the fact that having that close circle has allowed me to broaden myself to a greater community is something that I'll forever be grateful for. So, high school has been pretty crazy. If I had to predict 4 years ago where I'd be now, I don't think I would even be 25% correct. I have some different friends, I have different opinions, I have different goals for the future, and like, to be honest, some points 4 years ago, I didn't even think I was gonna graduate high school. I didn't even know. And I am so proud of myself for, I think, what I've done over the past 4 years, but I'm more than that. I think I am so grateful that I've had a community and support system to rely on, comprised of the people that are here today, whether you are queer or not, and especially whether you are South Asian or not. I think that like really is something that I cannot overstate the importance of. And I know firsthand what it's like to have those reliable people, and I hope I can be that person for others, and I hope everyone here continues to be the amazing person they are, because I know you're amazing, you're here, and I really appreciate that. So if anyone wants to talk about anything, I'm always here. It can be high school advice for my underclassmen, it can be mental health, it can be your opinions on food. I'm always here. I'm here to talk, and I want to say thank you again for coming out to support such an amazing cause. A special thank you to Shilpa for elevating the voices of queer people and also South Asian people and adding us to the queer community. And happy Pride Month, and have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you.